Hello and welcome to my first part of the web series, that is the sales cycle. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate you the process of lead to opportunity to quotation to a contract. This is all going to be done in the PSA version 3. So let's quickly jump onto my computer screen to see the demo.
Let's look at the demo of PSA V3 on screen. Once you log into the environment, you will land up here, which is the classic interface. To navigate to project services, click on Dynamics 365 icon on the arrow here, go to project services. It will open the V3 UCI interface of project services, and there is no option of classic interface available in V3 whatsoever. I am personally a big fan of UCI because of the design, performance, navigation and proper placement of things on the form. So let's start by creating a lead. So if you also observe, the navigation from the head has gone to the side. So if you click on the sitemap icon over here, it will open the navigation menu for you. These are all the entities related to project services that are visible now. So in order to create the lead, we'll click on the leads over here. I'll click on the new icon. So the first change that we observe is a change in the business process flow, the way it looks, and the design aesthetics also have some change on the screen. So let's click on the topic and create a topic. PSA needs CRM implementation. Remember to change the type, it should be work-based for project services. John Smith, the CIO, Acer Inc. is the company. So at the moment I'm okay with this information to create the lead. I'll save the lead. Okay. I'll qualify the lead. Well, the lead is now qualified. If you observe, the contracting unit on the opportunity is logged on. I can still change the currency. I'll make it USD since my customer is in USA. I'll select the appropriate price list. Alright, we assume that all these parameters and all the basic configurations have already been in place, like the price list, the currencies and all that. Well, my budgeted amount would, let's say, be $50,000, and probably is like, let's say, 80%. Okay. The moment I'm happy, I'll save this. I'll not yet win the opportunity, but before that the client asked me to send a quotation. So I'll first directly go on the quotation and add a new quote. So I'm actually skipping the opportunity lines because I don't feel the need at the moment to create an opportunity line, because the client directly asked me to send the quotation, right? So I feel the delivery is expected to be done by around requested to be done around 28th of February, and the code that I send now will expire on 7th of December. Okay, I'll save this. I'll create a quote line. And quote line, let's say Acer CRM implementation. It's gonna be a fixed bid project. So I'm asked to create a project or select a project. I'll create a new one right away here. So if you see, the quick create form also is different here. It's much sorted a view. So I'll give it a name, Psa CRM implementation. Yeah, I'm not using any project template at the moment. My contracting unit, let's say, would be CloudFriends USA. Estimated start date is, let's say, 10th. Yeah, I don't know any hours. I'll build the hours when I build the quotation. So I'll at the moment create the shell of the project, save it. So I have the project over here. So now we'll move ahead to create the quote line details. So just one thing to note down here, the navigation is so easy. You have everything right over here. So right in front of you, the chargeable roles, the chargeable categories, the quote line details, the invoicing schedule and all. So like I click on quote line details and add a new line. The first, let's say, is development. It's going to be a time for the developer. Start date would, let's say, be 10th, and the end date is around, let's say, 26th December, CloudFriends USA. Let's say 100 hours. Okay, let the price come automatically from the price list. I'll save this line. Okay, so if you observe, the price is coming directly from the sales price list USA that we have tagged to the opportunity, and it is picking up $50 per hour, and your extended amount goes to $5,000 for that particular line. At the moment, the quote is built to $5,000 with the development line. Likewise, we can keep on building the quotation. So we'll add one more line, project management, let's say. Okay, the time, the role is, let's say, project manager. Okay, and again the starts from 10th, and it's gonna roll until the end of the project, which is gonna be 20th February. Again from CloudFriends US. It's, let's say, around 30 hours of time on the project is needed for the project manager. Save the line. Okay, again the price for the project manager is 50 and the developer is 50, but we have some higher rate for this project Psa, that client Psa, that we're going to charge. So how do we make the change in the prices? Something that I'm going to show you now. Let's say you go here, click on the quotation, you see the project price list tab over here. I click on that. You have a default price list, sales price list US, that comes up over here, and what I'm going to do is now click on create custom pricing. So it'll create a price list specific to the project. Here is where PSA V3 says bye bye to the chargeability view, and whereby you can create a custom pricing. And if you open the price list that is created specifically for this project Psa client, you have role prices where you can go. You have developer that is charged at $50, and hence the rate is coming from here. Similar for project manager, the rate is coming from 50 from here. So I'll click on developer to edit the price that I want. Let's say my developer is getting charged at $150 per hour. Okay, I'll save it. I'll go back. I'll click on the project manager, and the project manager is getting charged at, let's say, $200 per hour. Okay, I'm done. Gonna go back. So I'm gonna go back to quotation. Psa needs CRM implementation. click back on the quote lines. I'm going to check whether the rates have been updated or not. So in the quote line details, ideally the rate for the developer should be 150 and for the project manager it should be $200 per hour. It has not been updated. So what we do is we'll remove the role from here. Click on the developer again. Yeah. Save it. Go back. Not updated. Let's try to update it. I'll put a project manager role here just to make it change and take the effect. So if you see the unit prices come for project manager, I'll change it to developer again, and the unit price is taken effect. Likewise, we'll do it for this line. I'm gonna remove it, save it. Okay, so project manager again got updated here. Go back. So now quotation is for $21,000. Go to the invoicing schedule. Okay, let me first check whether my billing start date is set. So my billing is going to start from 10th. The invoicing frequency looks good to me. I'm going to go to the invoicing schedule. Click on generate periodic milestone. Fair enough. So my milestones have been set. I'm gonna go back to the quotation, extract my report and send it out to the client. Everything looks good to me, and let's assume in the best possible case that the quotation has been accepted by the client for $21,000. So I'll come here and mark the quotation as 1. So I'll mark the quotation as 1. With that, I will not forget that the opportunity is still open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the opportunity and also mark it as 1. So close as 1. Yeah, actual revenue is, let's say, $21,000. Close date is today. Yeah, rest looks good to me. Okay, fair enough. With that, I'll also proceed to the next stage. Yes, let's say we proposed and we are closing this. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll go back to the project contract because the quotation is marked 1. So the contract must have already been created. Yes, so we see ASO new CRM implementation. The contract is in place. There are multiple options you can play around with here. Is like if you feel you send out the quotation, the client before actually signing the contract, the client says the rate needs to be updated. The rates can be updated in the price list over here. Or if you feel everything looks good, you have got the signed contract from the customer with the similar terms and conditions as the quotation. So we can mark the contract as confirmed, and this will end the sales cycle from lead to opportunity to quote to contract. In the next video,
thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a brief understanding of sales cycle in V3. In case of any doubts, you can write me at kgupta@cloudfriends.com. I'm soon gonna come up with my next video on project management and resource scheduling aspects. Hold on till then. It's gonna come soon in next week. Thank you.